Welcome to Blockbuster Tales, where movies come to life through epic breakdowns. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for your weekly dose of cinematic deep dives. Let's dive into the story. The Adam Project movie begins after the collapse of time travel in the first film. Adam Reed lives a quiet life with Laura in a restored timeline. But this peace is short-lived when encrypted data surfaces from an old Sorian server, hinting at hidden remnants of the time travel technology. Adam receives a future-dated warning in his own handwriting that speaks of a time rupture. Suspicious of another breach in the time continuum, he starts investigating discreetly. He tries to keep Laura unaware at first, but her instincts tell her something is wrong. Together, they discover subtle changes in people and events, proof that time has once again been tampered with. Adam turns to the dormant AI system left behind by Louis Reed, which activates upon detecting a large-scale anomaly. The AI, known as Chronos, reveals that a rogue group in the year 2085 is trying to rewrite the timeline. This group, calling itself the Paradox Syndicate, is manipulating time rifts to create a future where they control all memory and history. Laura decodes a string of locations where their activities have occurred, including some that haven't even happened yet. Realizing the stakes, Adam reestablishes contact with his younger self, who is now older and studying physics. Young Adam remembers everything, thanks to lingering memory echoes from the original timeline. The two Adams and Laura form a plan to travel to the future year 2085 and stop the Syndicate before the timeline collapses. They arrive in a chaotic, cyberpunk world where time travel has gone unchecked. In this future, cities glitch, weather patterns break logic, and people relive events in loops. Here, they meet Eve, a confident and skilled teenager who reveals herself as the daughter of Laura and future Adam. She has been part of a secret rebellion trying to restore the timeline and stop a man named Magnus Sorian, Maya Sorian's brother. Magnus blames the Reeds for Maya's demise and has created a time singularity engine to bend reality to his will. He believes time should serve those powerful enough to control it. The team learns Magnus has planted echo beacons across multiple timelines, allowing him to rewrite events as they occur. Each beacon reshapes a piece of the world and further corrupts reality. To fix everything, the team must travel to various points in history and disable the beacons, one by one. Lavra and Eve journey to 2030, where one of the earliest beacons was planted in a scientific institution. They face betrayal by an old friend of Laura's, who now works for Magnus. Meanwhile, old Adam and young Adam travel to 1999 to stop a crucial experiment that enabled the Syndicate's rise. There, young Adam encounters his father once more, a bittersweet moment that fuels his drive. In each timeline, they see the damage caused, people with fractured memories, and reality splitting apart. After disabling a few beacons, the team regroups and uncovers a hidden time vault built by Louis Reed. Inside, they find Project Nullpoint, a protocol that can reset time to a stable version, but at the cost of all travelers being erased. The paradox is cruel. The fix could eliminate Adam, Eve, and young Adam from existence. As they debate what to do, Eve insists she should make the sacrifice, as her existence is a byproduct of the fractured timelines. Old Adam refuses to accept that. Magnus Sorian launches his final phase by activating the singularity engine. The world starts crumbling with history folding in on itself. The team fights their way into Magnus's facility in 2100, facing multiple versions of themselves along the way. One alternate Adam is violent and broken, a version who never met Laura. This confrontation forces both Adams to face their own guilt and fears. They merge their memories to stabilize themselves and press forward. In the heart of the engine, Magnus offers them a choice: join him and rewrite time together, or be erased. Adam rejects the offer, triggering a final fight. Laura hacks into the engine's system while Eve holds off Magnus's soldiers. Young Adam creates a distraction, allowing old Adam to plant the Nullpoint virus into the core, but someone must stay to activate it manually. It's the only way to avoid a temporal collapse. In an emotional moment, old Adam and young Adam decide to stay behind together. They share a final embrace with Laura and Eve, asking them to remember. Even if time forgets, the Nullpoint sequence activates, engulfing the Singularity engine in a brilliant white light. Time compresses and resets, like snapping back a stretched rubber band. All alternate versions, echo beacons, and anomalies vanish. In the blink of an eye, Laura wakes up in a new, quiet world, a clean timeline where time travel was never invented. Yet, she feels echoes of memories she can't explain, especially when she teaches students about theoretical physics. She encounters a girl named Eva sketching time loops on a chalkboard, a name that feels hauntingly familiar. There's no record of Adam Reed, but his presence lingers in Laura's heart. Meanwhile, deep underground, the AI activates a final log. Timeline restored. Observation resumed. The screen shows a brief flash of old Adam's smile in the code. In another part of the world, a boy named Adam Reed Jr. flew up at the sky, as if he remembers something important, but can't explain why. Time has healed, but its scars remain subtly written into the souls of those who lived it. As the world adapts to the new reality, subtle clues begin appearing. A red jacket on a classroom chair, an old toy drone on a shelf, a journal with the word ECHO scribbled inside. Laura begins piecing together these coincidences, suspecting that time's reset wasn't entirely perfect. She wonders if fragments of the erased timeline are resurfacing through subconscious memories. Her research attracts quiet attention from a mysterious agency that believes the past may be bleeding back into the present. Eve, now a teenager unaware of her past life, begins having vivid dreams of futuristic battles and emotional farewells. These dreams disturb her, but also inspire her to draw complex machines and chromal diagrams with uncanny precision. Laura begins to mentor her in physics, hoping to understand the connection. As they work together, their bond deepens, echoing a mother-daughter connection neither of them can fully explain. Laura begins to suspect Eve's existence might have defied Nullpoint's erasure. Elsewhere, a lone traveler dressed in temporal gear appears through a flickering portal. He holds a cracked chrono beacon and whispers a name, Magnus. It's revealed that Magnus Sorian may have survived the collapse, his consciousness splintered and sent to the edge of time. He begins reconstructing his plan with fragments of forbidden knowledge, determined to rise again. His goal is no longer domination, but revenge against the very fabric of time that rejected him. Chronos, the AI, detects Magnus's signal and secretly reboots its defense protocol. In the background, coded files labeled Project Redemption begin decrypting. These files contain embedded memories, including scenes of Adam, Laura, and Eve's final mission. Chronos calculates that while the timeline was restored, the cycle may begin anew. It must prepare a new generation of guardians, individuals with residual memory echoes who can resist timeline corruption. As the screen fades to black, a single line of code appears. Project Echo reinstated subject, Eve. A spark of blue light flickers inside a digital cube, surrounded by whispers of voices long erased. And then, in the final moment, a voice echoes faintly. Young Adams are saying, "We fixed time once, but sometimes fixing it means starting over." The pulse of a new timeline begins as the future waits once again.